Did Taylor Townsend go to college? Her education background after Jelena Ostapenko argument. Taylor and Jelena spat on the court sparked public interest about the American tennis player's background. Taylor Townsend got into quite a spat with opponent Jelena Ostapenko after beating the latter during an August 2025 match. The American tennis player said the Latvian athlete accused her of having no class and no education, which sparked public interest over Taylor's background. So, did she go to college? And why would Jelena allegedly insult her with that comment? During a post-match interview with ESPN, Taylor pointed out that people get upset when they lose, and that some people say bad things. She further alleged that Jelena said to her face, "I have no education and to see what happens when we get outside the US, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I beat her in Canada, outside the US. I beat her in New York, inside the US. So let's see what else she has to say," Taylor added. Find out what we know about Taylor's education background, athletic career, and personal life. Hey, no, Taylor is not married. She has kept her personal life away from the spotlight. Does Taylor Townsend have kids? Yes, Taylor is a mother to her son, Adin Aubrey, whom she welcomed in March 2021. Did Taylor Townsend go to college? Her education background. Taylor studied via online schooling, per ESPN, but it does not appear that she obtained a college degree. What happened between Taylor Townsend and Jelena Ostapenko? Following their August 27, 2025, she and Jelena got into a heated exchange after shaking hands on the court. According to multiple outlets, Jelena allegedly told Taylor she should have apologized for a hit that clipped the net, to which Taylor seemingly replied, "No, I don't have to say sorry." Soon, Taylor and Jelena's argument escalated, and Jelena was heard accusing Taylor of having no education. Taylor walked away and hyped up the crowd over her victory. During a press conference shortly thereafter, Taylor claimed she has no beef with Jelena but acknowledged she didn't back down because you're not going to insult me, especially after I carried myself a certain type of way with nothing but respect. If I show respect to you, I expect respect as well. That's just the fact of the matter, Taylor concluded. Jelena followed up by sharing her own statement to her Instagram stories, accusing Taylor of being very disrespectful. Her answer was that she doesn't have to say sorry at all. Jelena added in her message, "There are some rules of tennis which most of the players follow, and it was first time ever that this happened to me on tour. If she plays in her homeland, it doesn't mean that she can behave and do whatever she wants." Days later, Jelena formally apologized for the comments she made without directly naming Taylor. "English is not my native language, so when I said education, I was speaking only about what I believe is tennis etiquette, but I understand how the words I used could have offended many people beyond the tennis court," Jelena wrote via her Instagram stories on August 30, 2025. "I appreciate the support as I'll continue to learn and grow as a person and a tennis player." The short answer, no, she did not attend a traditional college. Here's what we know. Several sources report that Townsend did not obtain a college degree and instead pursued her academics via online schooling while training full-time in tennis. As a teen, she briefly attended regular school but then joined the USTA Training Center in Boca Raton, switching to an online curriculum to accommodate her tennis training. There is no record of her enrolling in or graduating from a college or university. 2. Education background in the Ostapenko argument. At the 2025 US Open, after winning her second-round match, Townsend was accused by Jelena Ostapenko of having no class and no education. Townsend pushed back, defending her respectful behavior on court. Townsend later noted these words may carry racial undertones and highlighted that such criticism connects to a longer stigma of being perceived as uneducated within her community. In response, Ostapenko clarified that her intended meaning was about tennis etiquette, not formal education, and apologized after backlash. Ultimately, the exchange spotlights how a lack of formal schooling does not equate to a lack of poise, respect, or intelligence, especially when balanced against Townsend's mature handling of the situation. Here's a creative piece reflecting on Townsend's path, her upbringing, and how that collision with Ostapenko becomes a moment of personal and cultural affirmation. Taylor Townsend didn't walk the cool corridors of a college campus. Instead, her classroom was a laptop screen in Boca Raton, when not a day court near downtown Chicago. While classmates filled lecture halls and dorms, she plotted her victory at the net. She studied algebra and English in parallel with volleys and overheads. When others chased GPA, she chased Grand Slams. College didn't fit her timeline, not because she wasn't capable, but because her court education demanded a different path. Shuffling between lessons and lessons on court taught her something a university syllabus couldn't: discipline, adaptability, and self-reliance. She held her books as tightly as a racket, balanced equal parts academia and ambition. Her mother, both educator and banker, and her father, administrator, entrusted her to own her education. Online, yes, but real and demanding. She made deadlines before deadlines, studies before serves. Tennis wasn't extracurricular. It was the curriculum. Movement geometry in ground strokes, mental math in point construction, history in rivalries. While Townsend didn't earn a diploma, she earned something rarer: mastery through living and learning on her own terms. Enter Jelena Ostapenko mid-match, accusing her of having no class and no education. Those words stung, less for their accuracy, and more for what they implied: that lack of college equaled lack of worth. Townsend didn't drop her shoulders. Instead, she lifted them, carrying grace forged in adversity. There was no apology, no concession, only quiet authority that said, "I know who I am." Her education runs deeper than transcripts. She grew up in Chicago's South Side, learned resilience from community courts, and found mentors in Kamau Murray and Zena Garrison. She navigated labels, too heavy, not tennis body, yet defied them. Her son calls her mom rather than doctor, and she wears that wisdom not as a fallback but as a foundation. Her schooling may have been remote, but her lessons in identity, resilience, and poise were anything but detached. Ostapenko's accusation slung at Townsend like a net cord shot, unexpected, harsh, but deflected by sheer readiness. Townsend turned that moment into a mirror, reflecting not what she lacked, but what she embodied: respect, intelligence, strength. Her rebuttal wasn't in a rant, but in every angled save, every forward charge at the net, every calm breath in victory. She's taught us, education isn't confined to curricula in classrooms, but found wherever you commit to learning and growing. It's evident in how she plays, not just with skill, but affirmation. In the wake of that moment, tennis, or the broader world, learned from her that class isn't diplomas, and education isn't degrees. It's respect for self, craft, others. It's authority in action. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.